She did say they are a little bit tired, but encouraging their players to recover however they need to. Indy immediately goes to Moeller on that slide you talked about, Bria, to open the scoring today.
Even though it's not necessarily an ace, it's that service pressure that's really putting it on them.
It's what Indy really emphasizes, serving teams aggressively, keeping them out of system. Martin perfectly in system there for the slam. Saw this during serve and pass earlier, Bria. Mia Tuaniga was out here spending extra time with her hitters to get on the same page, get the tempo right leading into this match with Dallas today. There's a middle strike for Lane Van Buskirk.
And you mentioned that tempo. Both of these teams play. Dallas also got behind in their game against Columbus on Thursday and had to come back in that first set.
At the end, it was a blowout win in Columbus, a sweep for the Pulse on Thursday night. There's that block. Best in the Major League Volleyball rankings. Dallas gets there first today.
And talking to Coach Bertolacci, thought that they gave them too many easy balls to be in system, and that was a key tonight.
That's a big swing. Kayla Lund powers it down for the Ignite. Natalia Valentin Anderson in her 12th season of professional volleyball serving here for the Pulse. Punches that up to keep it alive on a great back row attack, and it ends up going Dallas's way.
And a smart decision by the Pulse to go right back at.
Heel of the hand set there from Valentin Anderson, leading to that kill. From the back row, Teeler denied once again. Ends up falling. Just barely in down that sideline. That Lauren Bertolacci told us the Ignite had to be aware of today. Dallas is really the only team that is emphasizing those cross-court 4-to-4 zone shots. Something that was on the defensive scouting report today. Another block. Collier there combining with Tristan Savage.
They just read this. There was plenty of floor ready for her.
Great defensive play by Lund in the back to keep it alive. Teeler just scrambling now to get back in the play. Toole is denied. Payne also denied, and nobody there to fill. How about that defensive effort from Indy?
All the way around defense for the Ignite. They did it with a lot of grit.
Now, Indy did have 14 service errors to Atlanta's 7, but Coach Bertolacci said they want to be aggressive servers and put the other team out of system. She added every time the Ignite had more errors than their opponent, they won. So in the words of Coach Bertolacci, keep serving bombs.
Now, thank you, Haley. It certainly seems like on the surface level it would be counterproductive to have a lot of errors and still find a way to win, but it's part of the philosophy for the Ignite. Here's Van Buskirk, the Canadian. There's some offense from Kayla Lund.
Kayla Lund is
23 kills for the Ignite last year for the German Isabel Martin. Off the block, Moeller tools it to make it set point. Oh, some help from the top of the net. Doesn't matter what it looks like, but it's a set victory for Indy. After they lost 3 matches in a row, they've won 2 straight. But Indy and Dallas have been the top 2 teams so far. Indy was the top team in the first set. Ajani Teeler has been in double-figure kills every match this year. Her season high actually came in the opener against the Pulse, early January. Once again, going to Teeler, and it's sent back. Going to Martin, and that's been there all night so far. It was her first time in double figures all year. She's been very efficient this year, one of those very impactful middles. There she goes again down the line.
And if it's not broken, don't fix it. This time she does go down.
Carson Bacon has entered, and this is the first time that she has played in a match this season. Going right to her here. Good awareness from Collier on the block. Pancakes and punched around. Great effort from Dallas. Moeller's slide is denied. Bacon loses the joust to Tuaniga.
Tuaniga strong at the net once again. She's a little undersized as a setter. Stands at.
That's an awesome story, and it Really is a full circle moment, isn't it? You go from shagging balls to being a collegiate volleyball player to a professional volleyball player, and who knows, maybe one day Kylie will be coaching on the sideline somewhere just like her mom. More great defense from Dallas. They're staying in a lot of plays here. This is where they need to capitalize offensively, and Maldonado Diaz just did. But no challenge coming in here from the Dallas sideline.
And neither teams have utilized a challenge yet in this match.
So what could have been called out on a challenge instead stays with Dallas, and they're hoping to go on a bit of a run here.
Great block there by Teeler, and Martin redirects inside. You'll see it.
It's exactly what Indy did to Dallas in the first matchup of the season in Texas as well. They held the pulse to 238 hitting percentage, well below their season average. That's another one for Lecator member Mena.
And Coach Bertolacci's pretty happy. She won't show it. She doesn't usually crack a smile during the game, but this is exactly how she's wanted her team to play.
It is all Indy right now. Teeler with another big swing.
Not the best pass to start off, and then into the net.
Indy has really targeted those pin hitters for Dallas today. Teeler takes care of it once again. And some first contact issues once again plaguing Dallas.
It seems like they're letting a lot of balls drop and are really disjointed on defense.
If you're Shannon Windsor, Bria, what are you telling your team with this intermission looming here, and you're likely going to be down 2-0? That's a big swing there. Cox.
I'd say take swings like that. A lot of coaches underestimate her, but she doesn't think that her friend, Coach Bertolacci, is going to do that.
Well, Cox is certainly capable. 13 kills in a match earlier this year. Tries to tap that over. Back row, Payne. And a little out of the reach of Elena Scott. Payne going back to work on the offensive end for Dallas. Firepower. Martin did her job to stabilize that serve-receive pattern. Cox serving. Straight up from Payne. Teeler is denied. Van Buskirk gets a piece of that one.
When you're in the red zone, that's typically when you try to tone it back a little bit, but the score is run up quite a bit.
Lund off the block. Sets for Indy to open up this match. Lund is denied. Going right back to her. You could not ask for two better sets to open up the match tonight against Dallas for the Indy Ignite. Almost a great defensive play to open up set 3.
She's done a good job of mixing up that, though. She's gone deeper and set up that short a little bit, but just gonna get it over there.
To the middle. Some really good connection tonight between Mia Tuaninga. So 7 aces as a team. Last match against Atlanta, Indy had 8, which is a franchise record for a single match. They're one away from that tonight. Teeler, that's a great defensive play from Collier. Great ball back to Collier. Scott digs it. Martin once again.
Martin gets the finish for Indy, but it's the defense. They're looking for others, though, to step up right beside her.
Lund has it popped up. Back to Martin, who just throws it. Murr denies her. From the back, Collier denied. Lydia Martin, a solo block there. Stick to your strengths. Lund is not the biggest jumper in the world, but she has a big arm, a hard, heavy swing, and that is her strength. If she stays to that, she can certainly be a capable offensive player in this league. On the slide, there's Moeller again.
And that was a connection today during serve and pass that...
That falls for Indy. They will be in first place in the Major League Volleyball standings. The two top teams in the league going at it. And Indy has certainly looked like the better squad tonight. Lund, it's off the thigh of Maldonado Diaz.
If this would be the time to go on the run, then this is it.
Man, it's only a 3-point set. Make it 4 now as Lund goes back to work. Taking advantage of some misfires from Indy. Teeler, a running start for the big kill.
But it's been a lot more competitive in these last few points.
Everything's still on the table here. A comeback for Dallas, a sweep for Indy. They tie it back up at 23 to keep that hope alive.
And when you need a point,
Dallas needs a point to stay in it. Collier gets it. Going to the hot hand when they need it most. Natalia Valentin Anderson. Martin with a slam.
all throughout, but the dramatics.
That's down for Lund. Once again, a chance for Indy to win it on a sweep. From the back, it's Maldonado Diaz with a bomb. Neither side can get that 2-point advantage. Moeller dug up to Aninga with a slam. Lund a chance at the service line. Great up from Lund. De Beer denied. She tries again. Maldonado Diaz is way long. And it's a sweep for Indy. It took a lot of effort at the end.